you see me. Put in the car to my runner gets you speedy.
It's week 12 of the National Football League, and we've got a showdown in the AFC West. It's the Raiders and the Broncos, next on EA Sports.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. And he won't quite make it to the 25. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 17 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing on third down, Watson escaping the pressure right. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. This is the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Let's go. Let's do this.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Watson on first down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jerry Judy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move but couldn't free much space. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 10 carries, 73 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
This is Gordon on the dump off. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Watson. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
Breaks through the contact. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now a first down throw, Watson. This one is Slayton over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Watson's throw taken in by Slayton. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. A nice run there.
Picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Now Murray. He gets this to the former Aztec, Kahale Waring. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now Murray off play action. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2nd and 6.
49 the mic. I got you.
To throw is Murray. Sets up the screen to Gordon. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Throwing again, Murray. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a big play there for the Broncos. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now we'll throw here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Play fake. Murray. Quick hitter here. It's complete. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. One so far in this first half. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos.
they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Come on, man.
And he'll get it up just past the 20. His guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Murray. That is taken in by the tight end Fan. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Murray's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders 30.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Charles, there's something special about one of those big D linemen bringing it in off the tip there. Really nice coordination.
Very much so, and I think what we've seen, and I'm going to put it at about the last 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, coaches placing a bigger emphasis on ball drills, even for defensive linemen, because possession is so key. When you got a chance to take one away, you want people comfortable with the football, and it paid off there.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Forced out to his left.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Got Gordon open, completes it. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 35 on 2nd down. Murray, left side here. That's the tight end fan. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Play action. Now it's Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's Fields.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And as we look at his highlights, you know, sometimes I've asked you schematically, how do you stop one player? Well, how do you stop a tight end like this without opening up other holes, partner?
You show your basic defenses, whether you're playing the 3 deep.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Now this throw caught left side and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Murray now. And this will be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here we go. 49 to Mike.
Now Murray again. Steps away to his left, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is down to 2. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. To return, here's Agnew. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Watson off play action. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Broncos are going to get the football back at their own 17. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
49.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Completes it out left to Waring. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On first down, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's Watson. And this one's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, and I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Watson. Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th. But to no avail. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime